Do it.
What's up, you fucking pussies? Welcome to the Fum Ducks podcast.
Yes. Welcome. DA, you're very quiet, actually. There we go. Fix that.
Yep.
So this is the first official podcast with DA in it.
Yep.
Yep. Do you want to show us your mic now? I don't think you did.
Oh, yes. Here you go. Here is my microphone.
For our viewers at home that aren't watching because you're stupid, DA literally just put tape on his microphone to stick it to the table, and that's pretty much it.
Ooh, this is a little,
What is that? You have like a hole in the top of your pop filter. Like,
we got, tape. It's a mic.
There's a lot of tape.
It's a blue microphone, and if you're colorblind,
well, we just told them it was blue, so it doesn't matter. They already know. All right, DA. So you mentioned a story you'd like to tell earlier.
Oh, we'll get into that. I want to save the best for last. Okay.
All right.
We don't want to get the best stuff out of the way and give them a reason to click off right away.
Okay. Well, I mean, what do you want to start on? You mentioned how we're always going to end up at Nintendo.
I have a lot of stuff on my notes.
Okay, great. Because I don't. I don't have notes actually.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'll start off with this one. Paige, and why do you suck dick?
Listen, DA. All right. Staz is the one that sucks dick. I'm just here to watch.
All right.
I'm gonna run out of people that suck dick at this point. I mean, everyone's sucked a dick at this point. Just get Trish back in the call. All right. Any other questions you'd like to ask?
Okay, so not a question, but a while, I don't know if, no, it was a couple days ago. I tweeted something. I wonder if aliens are like looking at Earth and they're like monitoring Earth. I wonder if they think that like the dominant species on Earth lives in the water since it's mostly made out of water.
That's a really good point.
I mean, aside from the fact that you can see the lights of cities from space when it's night.
Yeah, that's true, bitch.
Well,
you can't see water from space.
But yeah, maybe they think there's a second race that's just more advanced than the humans, and they live in the water because they're so far down, you can't see their lights.
Well, in that case, DA, all right, so they see some kind of species in the water as a superior species. Right?
Well,
which species would it be, do you think?
Well, I don't know.
That's why I'm asking.
So I'm trying to think what's a good joke for this.
Well, no, I'm honestly wondering. Like, would they pick whales because they're the biggest?
I don't know. Maybe there'd be some kind of humanoid species like I don't know, like Ocean Man.
No, I mean like a legitimate species. Like, would they pick dolphins as like the
I
first
don't
things
know.
they
This
contact?
is assuming that they're actually looking.
Right. So let's assume that.
My original thought was just that they're sitting in their spaceship looking out their windows at Earth, just thinking, "Hey, I wonder what's going on down there."
Lots of shit.
Yep,
and dolphins. They're gonna see dolphins.
You got a 15-year-old telling a story about one time he got his dick touched.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a great story. I cannot wait. Don't take that in the wrong way, by the way. All right, no out of context going on, Rapnuck. Yeah. If you even watch it, Rapnuck.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about Rapnuck, not Juke.
Nobody tells him the timestamp for when I tell that story.
I want to make all the timestamps a thing. I want to make this a proper podcast one day. Just kidding.
Here's another note. I could have tweeted this, but I didn't. You ever think that, the Flash, the superhero?
Yeah.
You ever think he masturbates in public, like, real quick? Like, he just real quick, like, slows, like, quickly pulls down his pants in public, just fucking...
Keep going. I'm listening.
Cranks it real quick. Fucking pulls his pants back up and goes on with his day.
Okay, so here's a question, right? Since he goes so fast, what does ejaculate launch to space?
That's a good question. I wonder how much Flash sperm is in orbit in the DC universe.
Holy shit. I wonder if the Milky Way is literally just his jizz. Like, that's why it's called the Milky Way. You should have tweeted that. You really should have. That is something very tweetable.
What if the Flash ran back in time and he just so hard that he created the Milky Way galaxy and created life. All life comes from the Flash's sperm.
Yeah, it's called the Milky Way because it's man milk.
Yep.
We had a conversation about that not too long ago in our Discord here. What was it? Hold on. We talked about man boobs. Where'd that go? I'm scrolling up. Give me a second.
So while you're trying to find that, I'll switch topics. So I sent you a screenshot with my notes.
Did you?
Days ago, and the only thing that wasn't blurred was shitting.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'd like to talk about, first of all, I feel like I might have to shit right now, but I can hold it in. That's one thing. I can hold, like, if I start feeling like I have to shit like one day, I can usually hold it in for like 2 days.
Seems like you came in at a good time. Yeah, that's what the Flash said too. Sorry. Came in at a great time. Hi, DPJ in chat. I don't know. Okay, just to interrupt you real quick, I'll comment on that in a second. Do you think we should acknowledge chat often in the podcast?
I don't know. It's up to you.
I don't know either. I'm not really sure.
It's happened rarely in the podcast I watch, but that's because they have a ton of viewers and the chat's going extremely fast.
That's a good point.
So I don't know.
Well, anyways, holding in shit. Yep. I'd say that's less of a talent and you just kind of really puckering your butthole.
It's really just because I'm like, I gotta shit right now, but I don't really want to, so I'll hold it off, and then I just forget for 2 days, and then it sneaks up on me.
You know, I think the longest time I've gone without
That's
shitting...
also why my shits are like 15 to 30 minutes long.
No, you're masturbating in there too. I think the longest I held a shit was like 3 days, and that was it. That's all I could take, and it was really explosive diarrhea at the very end.
Like, I remember feeling like I had to shit like a day or two ago.
So is this just that shit just coming back?
No, I already shit earlier today.
Oh, okay. I just realized you did tweet this whole alien look to Earth thing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your Twitter right now, looking for some dumb shit that you've said that I can talk about.
I have just Game Grumps on my notes.
Wait,
that doesn't really give me any entry point.
I don't know. What would we talk about for Game Grumps? Like, it's a really broad topic.
There's God, I had one specific like Game Grumps thing in mind that I was gonna bring up, but I've completely forgotten it.
Oh boy. Have you tweeted it? Should I look for it?
No.
Okay.
I forget if I told you this, but at some point I went on the Wikipedia page for Aaron Hansen and just changed the whole page to say Aaron sucks at video games.
Why didn't you change it to subscribe to Dumb Animations? You should have.
It was before then.
Oh, okay. And, like, how long did it stay like that?
Probably, like, I don't know. I didn't check. Like, I checked it once. Like, I refreshed the page after I edited it to make sure it stayed up. But then, like, I checked back, like, a month or, like, at least, like, a week later, and it was back to normal. Let's see. I got a new dumb animation that I'm working on.
I know, I've seen you in Cinema 4D Studio. You're actually in it right now, it says.
Yeah, I haven't done anything. Well, it's not going to come out till, like, next month, though.
Jesus Christ, do you animate it, like, manually, one frame at a time?
No. It's
You just put the pixels in place.
No, it's just the theme of the animation.
What's the theme? Turtles?
No. Wait, why would
Tortoises?
turtles be associated?
Because they're fucking slow.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. It only makes sense. Have you heard of the tortoise and the hare?
No, never.
How about a hairy tortoise?
Now that story I've heard a million times.
Yeah. You a big dick.
That's a common trait of the hairy tortoise.
Yeah.
It has a huge dick.
Heard about the hairy tortoise? He's a big dick. Oh, here's a tweet I really like. So you tweeted to Sakurai something you put into Google. You put something into Google Translate.
Oh yeah,
to translate it into Japanese. But
yeah,
Twitter has this feature.
See, here's the thing. Sometimes, most of the time when I do that, I'll translate back to English to make sure it translated it right. That time I didn't.
Yeah.
And then I checked it later and I was like, oh my god. So
using the translate feature, we can translate this Japanese that you sent to Sakurai. Translate it to English.
Supposed to say, could you please add Minecraft Steve to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
And it translates to, could you hit the brothers to add Minecraft Steve? Mind you, craft is spelled with a K.
I told that to Sai one time because I was in a call with him when I tweeted that, and I was like, Minecraft Steve sounds like someone's racist Japanese reading of Minecraft. Like, oh, Minecraft Steve.
Minecraft Stinger. Yeah, that sounds pretty racist, especially when I say it. Could you hit the brothers? Hold on, wait, hold on. I'm gonna get that cool echo effect going on. Hold up, ready? Get ready. Could you hit the brothers to add Minecraft Steve? Wow, amazing! Can't wait to see what that sounds like in like hour and a half, 3 hours.
Okay, here's another thing. Hey, Agent, why do you suck dick?
Listen, I don't want you judging my life choices. However, I'm not the one that sucks dick. Alright? DPJ. Never mind, actually. I don't think DP sucks dick. He's actually pretty, as far as I know, pretty straight. I'm not going to say Sai sucks dick because that's just illegal.
Well, you ever have that moment where you're making a joke about someone, then you realize that they're really nice and you feel bad for making a joke about them?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch Online launched yesterday.
I thought it was a couple months.
No.
Huh. And how much was it? It was $1 a week or something?
Actually, they have a week trial, I think.
Yeah, how much was it though? Do you know?
I don't know. It's the cheapest of all the console thing. Let me just
Nintendo
check.
Switch Online. I'm looking on their website to find their package.
I'm going to the
Sign up now. I'm assuming that's... So for 1 month, 30 days, you pay $3.99, $4.
Yep.
That's $4 per month. And... I mean, I don't know. Do you think that's expensive?
Considering how much the other consoles are charging, no.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let me check how much.
It's interesting because for their 1 month, that adds up to $48 a year, but their 12-month is literally $20.
So for a year of Nintendo Switch Online, it's $20.
Yeah.
For PlayStation Plus, it's $60.
Jesus. Well, I mean, I guess even though they're on the train now, I guess it's a good thing that it's slightly affordable.
Mm-hmm. And like people are, complaining about how little they added, like because you could already play online for free for a year and a half. Because the whole online thing with the playing NES games and stuff was supposed to come out a year ago, but they had to delay it. If it came out like 6 months after the Switch came out, that would have been fine. I think a lot more people would have been fine with it, but people have been fine with it with online for free for a year and a half now.
Right.
So it's kind of like it doesn't really feel worth it.
No, because you already know what you're getting, so it's not like exciting. It's just like, hey, I get to pay money to do what I was doing earlier. I mean, that's why I thought it was such a bad idea.
Yeah, and like the people are complaining about how they're only playing NES games, which I like NES games, but people are thinking they should have had like Super Nintendo games, maybe even GameCube games, and all the other ones.
I don't understand that part. So it lets you play NES games from the cloud?
There's just an application that you can get for free if you have Nintendo Switch Online, where it allows you to play.
Oh, so it's just
NES games.
Gotcha. So if you wanted to do that, you'd have to buy the whole service. Okay. So
Yeah.
they're kind of roping you in.
Right now it's only 20, but I think they're going to be adding them as it goes on.
Yeah.
Cloud saves is a very useful thing.
Yeah, like, I know my friends that have the Switch have problems with saving stuff.
Yeah. There's one YouTube channel I watch where he got one of those. So here's the thing, because one complaint about the Switch is that the dock, the thing that you put in to play on the TV, it's very expensive. And if you want to have like multiple throughout the house, it's like I don't know, I can't remember off the top of my head. It's like $70 for the dock.
Christ, isn't it just like a plastic piece of furniture? It's just
a little plastic thing with a USB Type-C, some USB ports.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google it.
HDMI.
Switch dock.
And
yeah, it's literally just this little plastic piece. That's $60.
So some third-party companies have made smaller, cheaper, like $20 docks. But the problem is, after the 5.0.0 update, if you had one of those third-party docks, there was a chance your Switch would be bricked.
Like unreversible?
Yeah. All of your saves would be gone because there's no cloud save. There wasn't any cloud saves before now, and even then you have to have the online service.
Nintendo would send you a new one, right?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
But you wouldn't get back your saves or anything.
Yeah, that's more valuable.
That's why I held off on getting another Switch dock. I thought about it, but I never...
How does that even brick it? Is there, like, software in the dock?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
It might be something like Nintendo had something in the actual software to, like, block out those docks or something like that. I don't know. I don't know the specifics about it.
That's horrible.
Yeah. But at least it's here now, and it seems like it just saves... it does your saves to the cloud like automatically whenever you close the game, so that's useful. But I went ahead and just automatically went in and backed up all the games I could.
Oh, so you got it? You did buy it already. How much?
Yeah.
How much data do you get in the cloud?
How much
can you store?
It says.
Oh, so you can just store like everything.
Yeah. Although, like, people were upset that it only works for specific games. But from what I've seen, it's not so much that it only works for specific games. It's just that it doesn't work for specific games. Like most of the games I have, it works fine with. Even a lot of indie games that you wouldn't think would have that function have it.
So, like, give me an example. Like, what do you mean? Like, it wouldn't save certain games?
Well, hang on. Let me just grab my Switch real quick and check. But like demos and stuff, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But like Splatoon where they made it so that doesn't work, because then you could like something where you could like say like back your save up to the cloud, do some kind of thing where it gets you like a random chance of getting some specific item, and if you don't get what you want, you can just load back up the save and try again. They sort of did that to avoid doing that, but people pointed out like other ways they could have done that.
I imagine Splatoon already stores most of its data on the cloud, since it's like a multiplayer sort of game, right?
Maybe, I don't know.
It makes sense.
But of course, games like Fortnite, of course, like that's luck to your Epic Games account.
Yeah,
so,
that's already on a cloud.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm checking my Switch right now. It's mostly just demos that you can't back up.
Speaking of Fortnite, that reminds me. I don't know how much you know about this, and I know nothing about this. Just want to talk about it since you're here. Mm-hmm. Wasn't there this whole thing about Fortnite on the Switch and how you couldn't connect certain accounts to it?
If you had a Epic Games account that was linked to a PlayStation account, you couldn't link it with your Switch. And it was PlayStation doing this, and Epic Games said, we can't do anything about it.
Wow, that is something else.
Yep, because the PlayStation hates cross-play and cross-progression and everything. Because they believe that this is... I'm paraphrasing somewhat, but they said, like the CEO of, like, PlayStation or whoever said in an interview, like, that they believe PlayStation is the best place to play all games, so they don't support cross-play or anything.
Yeah, their product is better than anything else, which is true in a way, but...
Which, I mean, because they're in the mindset of, we're like the best-selling video game console of this generation, we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
And they did that before, because the PlayStation 2 is the best-selling video game console of all time, and after that took off, they were like, oh, for the PlayStation 3, we can just make an extremely bad-to-develop-for console that doesn't have a lot of features people want, and people will buy it. People didn't.
Oh.
And then they had to lower the price. And, you know.
I mean, I never really had a PlayStation. I think the only console of the modern generation that we've owned is an Xbox 360.
I think I mentioned this in the Discord at some point, but I got my PlayStation 4 like a few years ago. I can't remember exactly when, maybe like 2014 maybe. And I've only really started playing games on it like recently.
Did you have any more modern consoles before that?
I mean, it depends what you mean by modern.
I'm talking like, you know, pretty much anything past like the first PlayStation.
So, you know, just like when it came out.
Yeah.
Then like Wii U, the Wii.
Wii U, yeah. Okay.
Nintendo consoles. I had an Xbox 360.
How'd that go?
Well, I mostly like the only game I played on that was Minecraft, and that was it.
Yeah, I never used the online feature on that thing. I don't think we've done much of anything other than play Lego Star Wars.
Connell and I, you know Connell.
Yes.
We used to play Minecraft on Xbox 360 all the time. Well, not all the time, but, you know, sometimes.
But both of you had Minecraft for the computer, right?
Yep.
So you played it on Xbox regardless?
Yep.
And why is that?
I don't know.
Just cause? Well, I got this console, might as well use it.
I think I actually did that like for another game. Like, okay, so I don't know if you know about this, how people keep joking about how Bethesda keeps re-releasing Skyrim over and over again.
Yes.
Well, and they said if you don't like it, stop buying the game. And like, I am definitely a part of that. Where it's like I've bought Skyrim like 3 times now, and probably gonna buy it 2 more times, because I first bought it, the original 2011 version on PC, and then for some reason I got it on Xbox 360, and then I somewhat recently got the special edition on PC. And I'm probably going to get the Switch version, and if I get a VR headset, the VR version.
I could understand buying a Switch version, but, like, what's the special edition do? Because I think that's the one I have anyways.
It has better graphics. You can install mods directly through Bethesda's website.
So it's just actually, Skyrim 2.0. Is that it?
Not really. It's just, if you consider that 2.0, then sure. But
I mean, it's an upgrade.
Graphically, yes.
Yeah.
In terms of like gameplay, it still has like most of the bugs and probably more bugs actually.
Yeah, it actually is kind of incredible to me how lazy Bethesda is when it comes to Skyrim.
Yeah, like they make really great fun games, but they're not very good at like getting rid of bugs and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, Fallout 4, I think, was like the buggiest release they've had, if I remember. I remember people complaining about that a lot.
And now I'm going to quickly transition. Speaking of bugs, at some point, I think I mentioned the new Spider-Man game, and you mentioned how buggy it was.
Yeah.
And I actually saw some video of some of the bugs and glitches that happened. I have not had any of those type of things. Like, there's one video of like the opening cutscene of the game, and like you see Peter Parker's head like disembodying like his body parts, trying to reconnect
so bad.
And everything.
You just have to go on the front page of Reddit. You see a ton of them. I
have not had any of those problems at all. Like, the most I've had is like the camera will like act weird. Like, I'll jump into like a fighting area and it'll like quickly teleport like off the building, but then slowly move back. But that's just a minor thing. It only happens sometimes. Until today, I saw the most sort of glitchy bug I've seen in the game, where I defeated some enemies and the police car pulled up, but the police car was in the ground, and when it pulled up, it was floating like a few inches above the ground.
Pretty much just bad physics.
Yeah, but aside from that, the game was fine for me.
I mean, I've seen some pretty ridiculous shit though. If you look at Reddit, I've seen the one where all the NPCs are just pants. Like everyone looks like normal, like their models are the same, but their textures are literally just jeans.
Oh.
And I've seen like a couple people, it's like different people have this same bug where every single NPC is just walking jeans.
So weird. I don't know why. Like, I'm the only person that hasn't experienced like any of those. But what else was I gonna say? There was something else about the game I was gonna mention, but I forgot. Oh, did you hear about this one Easter egg that was in the game?
The 9/11 one?
No.
Okay, because I've seen that one.
There's a 9/11 Easter egg in the game?
Yeah. It was in reflection of one of the buildings facing the Twin Towers. There was a reflection of the Twin Towers.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a mistake on their part. They probably just went
to
Google.
It was literally, and the image was posted on 9/11, so I'm assuming it was just like there.
Oh.
Because this is New York City.
Because I'm assuming they just, if that's the case, they just went on Google Images, typed in New York City, and used the first image they found.
No, I'm pretty sure it was intentional. I mean, I didn't really look at the comments to see what people said about it.
It's a ghost building.
Yeah, I don't know. But it could not be mistaken. It was definitely the Twin Towers, and it was on 9/11. So
okay. So I don't know if you've heard of this one Easter egg, where so before the game came out, some guy tweeted at the game developers, Insomniac, and he said he was planning to propose to his girlfriend, and he asked if they could put in a little Easter egg so he could do that. And so at one of the movie theaters in the game, you know, like how movie theaters have that neon lights overhead with showing what movie is playing.
Yeah. Like a little billboard.
In one of the movie theaters in the game, it says, "Maddie, will you marry me?" And then the guy posted an update video, and his girlfriend dumped him.
Oof.
For his brother.
Oh, damn. That is something else.
Yep. And the developers are planning to release a patch to fix the Easter egg, make it more of a reference to the guy's grandmother who introduced him to Spider-Man comics and stuff.
I'm actually, I found a Twitter post with it. I'm actually looking at a picture of the billboard. It's literally, like you just described, it's Maddie, will you marry me? On top of the movie theater billboard.
Yep.
That is,
I haven't found it yet. Maybe
that is almost depressing.
Yeah.
Ooh, hey, here's something we could talk about.
Oh, what?
I just saw a tweet about the PlayStation Classic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That looks cool. I'll probably get it. And I say that in the same way I said for the NES and Super Nintendo Classics, where I'll probably get it, and I haven't gotten them yet.
I mean, I have the SNES Classic, and that thing, it really is. It's just, I don't know if you would call it a glorified emulator, but I don't know. I've used so many emulators before. It literally has all the same features. You have save states. I'm not sure about cheats, but
yeah. But here's the thing: it's in an official form factor where you have that nice little mini NES on your table, and you have that official feeling controller.
Well, I think the biggest thing about it, though, like despite its price tag, is that it works. It's not like most other emulators where it's gonna bug the fuck out. This actually works properly.
Got that authentic feel, that Nintendo seal of quality on the box.
And actually, it has if I remember. Maybe I'm wrong, but it has like a button on the controller or something. There was an option where you could roll back the game by like 15 seconds.
Oh yeah, there's rewind.
Rewinds. That is the trippiest feature, and I've used it.
They have that in the Mega Man Legacy Collection on the Nintendo Switch, and I try not to abuse it because I want to play the game somewhat how it was originally intended, but it's kind of hard not to.
Oh man, I have totally abused it. On a separate, unofficial Dreamcast emulator, Sonic, I think it was Sonic 2, it's so fucking hard that I just played the whole game through by using the rewind feature. I swear that would be impossible if I didn't. It was really difficult. Although, just before we switch topics, something I did want to mention, though, and it's really weird. So, you would rewind it, and you would keep playing. And if you screw up, within like 15 or so seconds, you'd rewind it by 15 seconds again. Mm-hmm. But it will rewind to the point before you rewind it the first time, then it would rewind after that. So, it kept like layering these rewinds. It was so trippy to like go through it.
Yeah,
I wish I could get an example. It was so cool, though.
So, like, you would rewind, and then, like, if you rewound back as far as you could go, you could rewind more past that.
No.
If you stopped.
No, you would rewind to the point where you originally were because of how you timed it, and you would literally watch yourself rewind back to the second part and screw up, and oh man, it's the weirdest thing, man. Yeah. I don't know if I could explain it. I'd have to show
time travel.
Yeah, I don't have a capture card, so there's no way I'd be able to show it.
We've cracked time travel in emulation form.
Pretty much. It's the coolest thing, though.
Only time travel to the past, though. Although you could just speed the game up, but
That's true. Just teleport. It's time travel.
Yep. What else do we have?
I know it's going to be about Nintendo, so just lay it on me.
I'm trying to think. So I guess I could mention the Super Nintendo Classic, how it has Star Fox 2 on it, which was never before released ever in the history of ever until now.
It's probably shit, which is why.
Well, no, I know the story why I think. It was because, well, the Super Nintendo, had very, very primitive 3D using the Super FX chip and everything.
Yeah, ray tracing, all that magic.
Yeah, so they made the original Star Fox, and that was fine. But then when they were making Star Fox 2, like the PlayStation 1 already came out, and they were already working on like the Virtual Boy and the Nintendo 64. So it was like, if they were saying, if we release this now, it'll be compared to all the cool looking like Crash Bandicoot and stuff on the PlayStation 1. And, it'd be like comparing the Super Nintendo to the NES.
Was the PlayStation the first, like, I would say, second 3D game console after the Nintendo 64?
I think the PlayStation 1 came out before the Nintendo 64.
Really? You're not joking.
Yeah, I think so.
Huh, so Nintendo was like downgrading from the...
Yeah. Well...
I don't know, that's weird. That sounds wrong.
The PlayStation 1 was 32-bit, and the Nintendo 64 was 64-bit.
Oh, right.
But Nintendo didn't make a 32-bit console, unless the Virtual Boy was 32-bit, but no one cares about that. No one cares where the Virtual Boy places in the console wars.
December 3rd, 1994, for the PlayStation.
Yeah. I've seen some clips of like I think
You're right. September 26th, 1996. It's a 2-year difference.
I remember I think during the first E3, Sony showed up to show off the first PlayStation, and Sega was there to show off their Sega Saturn, and announced the price of like I forget what it was, like $399 or something like that. And then when it was time for Sony's conference, they just walked up on stage and all they said was $299, and then they just walked off the stage because they had to show up Sega.
I wonder what the first E3 was like.
You can watch a video on it. There's this great channel, Scott the Waz. He's been making videos of like all the E3s and like going from the first, and he's been covering the latest ones as well. But he's going up through the different E3s, and he covered the first E3.
Scott the Waz, W-O-Z. Okay, I see it now. Oh wow, look at that. He has a ton of videos.
Yep, they're all great.
He's a lot of videos.
Yep.
It's all like classic games. Huh. All right. What's next on your list, DA?
Well, I'm kind of going out of order, but let's see.
What's something we haven't done that you want to do on your list?
Right, here we go. We got, hey, Agent, why do you suck dick?
Because I want to. Just kidding. I don't suck dick.
Can someone please clip that where it just ends at because I want to?
I will delete this channel.
So, let's see.
Were you planning on making that a meme when you first said that, like, a couple of months ago?
No.
When did you even say that? I don't remember.
You were playing. It was a late night stream. You were.
Well, no, I remember exactly when it happened, but I don't remember when on the months. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it was clipped, and I think I clipped it right after you read it and said it and everything.
Yeah,
so
I remember. That was a pretty legendary clip. Frisch got mad.
And you can find it.
Well, I gotta look for it now. I'll do that. You find your next topic here.
Also, I just realized the thing I just said, and if you find the clip, you'll find it. You ever have your brain completely blank midway through talking?
Literally
and you have no
all
idea
the time.
What you just yeah,
that's why I literally I screw up talking all the time because I'm fucking retarded.
Like I'll be saying something, I'm like, wait, how did I start talking about this? like I'll be introducing something in a certain way, and there's a certain way you have to phrase it, and I'm like, I know the other person's keeping track of this, but I've completely blanked on everything I've just said in the last 5 seconds.
Nice. Hey, I found the clip.
When was it?
It was 6 months ago. Half a year. All right, we're gonna listen to this clip. I'm not sure how loud it will be. We'll find out. Here we go.
He does it because of the taste. It tastes like a unicorn.
Hey, Agent, why do you suck dick asking for a friend? Well, let's be clear. All right, Tristan's the one that sucks dick. I'm just here to watch.
Whoa! Wait, what?
What?
His reaction afterwards. His reaction afterwards is glorious. He's like, wait, what? I'm not sure how loud that was. I might have to regret my decision of not playing it loud enough later.
A good clip.
It was a great moment. I agree.
I couldn't hear it, but I could remember it good enough.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sure you could just... I'll get the link back real quick. Hold up. Next topic, DA.
We got the thing where it's like you got. Why am I saying you got?
I don't know. What do we got?
Okay, so one thing, so last podcast, I brought up all the things I did, masturbating to walls and stuff.
Yeah.
So one thing, I kept forgetting, luckily I wasn't saying too much, incriminating information, but I keep forgetting that this is live and it'll be up on YouTube afterwards for people to watch.
Yeah. If you're going to regret saying it, I mean, that's your problem.
Yeah. So, because I'm just talking, we're just hanging out, talking, doing whatever, talking about whatever comes to mind, but I keep forgetting that people are watching. Not many people, but
That's pretty much the point of the show. We literally have 0 viewers. We're just here to broadcast it live. The whole point is to record it.
Let's see. I'm trying to hold off on the dick story for as long as I can.
Great idea.
keep people watching as long as possible.
We're just gonna skip ahead, DA.
Yeah, but just
stay tuned for when he talks about his dick.
Just ask YouTube to implement a feature where you can just take one part of the video and have it be randomly placed throughout the video, and every time someone watches it, it's in a different place, so they have to watch the entire video to find where we when and where we
It's like a random advertisement that pops up halfway through about you talking about your dick.
Yeah.
Dumb animations. Buy now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. I got stuff that's sort of recent, like we were just talking about in the Discord, how when you're excited for something, time feels like it slows to a crawl. And again, I already said this in the Discord, but Smash
You can
Brothers
repeat it.
feels like it's taking so goddamn long.
When's that coming out, by the way?
December 7th.
Ooh, I'm sure we could talk a lot about Smash Brothers.
Yep.
You want to start talking about Smash Brothers, DA?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so there's this one leaker by the name of Virgiben. He's been right about a lot of stuff so far. Right after it was first revealed, all they confirmed was Link would have his Breath of the Wild design and the Inklings from Splatoon would be in the game. He leaked that Ridley and Simon Belmont would be in the game.
How do people find leaks like this? Are they inside?
As far as I know, this guy is being just contacted by guys who actually have inside information, are working at Nintendo and everything.
Huh. Don't they risk getting fired?
Yes.
That's crazy. Why would they want to leak?
Nintendo ninjas are always watching.
Yeah. Do they get paid to leak it? That's probably it. There's no way they just leak it.
No, I think it's just they leak it.
Just
They want
because?
that internet fame and those Reddit karma points. Except they mostly post it on 4chan, which makes it extremely unbelievable.
Why would they post it on 4chan?
Because it's anonymous.
So it's Reddit, you just make... Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but 4chan requires less effort.
I guess so.
It's easier for fake leakers. That's why no one believes any leak that's on 4chan.
Yeah.
Like, actually, there was one leak. I think it was a different guy than Vergiben, but like the day before the E3 Direct, where they showed off everything Smash Brothers, this leak mentioned everything. Ridley as a character, Daisy, every character returning, the catchphrase being "Everyone is here," and the name being Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and everyone said,
Except for Waluigi, by the way.
Fake, it's fake, don't believe it, it's fake. And then the next day, it was all true.
I actually was kind of disappointed. I'm not just saying it for the meme, but I was legitimately kind of disappointed Waluigi wasn't there.
Well, listen. Here's the thing. So I'm subscribed to this Nintendo magazine, Nintendo Force. I think it's not an official magazine, but they in their most recent issue they mentioned how Reggie, the president of Nintendo America, he mentioned the way they do E3 is they take in all of the response to everything, and then they tell the developers about it. So Sakurai, the director, Mr. Smash Brothers, has been made very well aware of the demand for Waluigi.
Oh, I'm sure. But do you know why he's not there?
Well, he did say at one point, I couldn't find this interview, but he said, I guess at some point, he said he thought that people loved Waluigi insincerely. Which, I mean...
Yeah, they're just memeing it. That's legitimate.
Yeah.
But regardless, you know, it's kind of a bad analogy for it, but like the lie becomes the truth, you know what I mean? Like if you say it enough, you'll believe it. And that's pretty much just what's happening. Except I'm legitimately
that's
upset.
What happened with Wild Snake. I thought Wild Snake sucked. And I was memeing it so hard, and I was like, wait a second, this game's actually pretty good.
When did you realize that? Before or after I played it?
Before. Because then I started convincing you, like, no, please play this game. It's good, I swear.
It really is. And I do want to do some kind of tournament.
Yeah, we should do that. Get commentators and everything.
I mean, it wouldn't be that hard. See, the thing is, though, like, we wouldn't do the multiplayer aspect of it, right? The two-player kind of thing.
It would just have, like... I'm picturing this... like at an event, like you know what Evo is?
Yeah, more or less. I don't really follow it that much.
I'm imagining like people up on stage at Evo with two Super Nintendos sitting next to each other playing Wild Snake, and it's up on a big screen, and people are cheering. And,
so what I imagine we would probably end up doing was that we would just have a Discord call with like 3 people in it. Someone would be broadcasting it, most likely. We'd make sure we'd have the same like game settings, and then we'd just play, and whoever has the most points and lasts the longest, etc., gets to win.
It would be amazing if we do that, and then suddenly it snowballs, and suddenly Wild Snake is like up to like as competitive as like Tetris.
I mean, I don't know. When I think about it, the game literally has all the aspects of a good esport. There's randomization, RNG to a certain extent.
Yep.
There's legitimate skill required, quick thinking.
Yep.
I mean, it really would make a great esport.
In an alternate universe, Wild Snake could have been more popular than Tetris.
I think that'd be awesome. Wild Snake is like one of the few emulated games I actually play for fun, often.
You know, I'd like to also mention this other game that Alexei Pajitnov had some kind of hand in. Is this game called Hatris.
I think you've mentioned that once before.
It's the game where you stack hats, and you have to stack like 4 of the same hats in a row.
Hold on, getting some images here. Hatris. Yeah, it's literally just hats stacking.
Yep.
Okay. I don't think that's as exciting. Do you think
Yeah,
it's
but-
actually? Do you think it's any good?
It could be fun. I've never really played much of it.
I'm looking at a video of it. Bottom line is, it's literally just its hat slowly falling. Oh,
Yeah.
but I see. So here's the twist, though. So there's like a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 heads you can have the hats fall down on.
Yep.
And every time the hat drops, it's like Tetris, where basically it's 2 hats and they're connected to each other and they're different hats. And you kind of have to like switch around the order to like land them in the same spot.
Yep.
Or on
You
the
should
same
play
hat.
Tetris on stream.
I mean, is it for the SNES as well?
It's for the NES. and
NES,
also
so I need a
Game
whole
Boy,
new
I think.
emulator for that. But
Yep.
I mean, that looks pretty cool though. I don't think it's as interesting or as esportable as Wild Snake, but I'd play that.
I'm still like dreaming of what an HD Wild Snake would be like.
It's not that hard to make. I mean, it is, and I'm saying it's easy, right? But I feel like with the right amount of effort, DA,
I'm
in
wondering,
Unreal
like,
Engine 4 could make Wild Snake HD.
But here's the thing,
Yeah.
like, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I've looked up, like, because I've thought, cause, you know, we've mentioned doing this before. And people brought up me actually making it.
I've mentioned doing it in Roblox, like hell. I mean,
Like,
Yeah.
But like, I've looked up. I've found people that making like Tetris in Unreal Engine 4, and you can probably easily recycle the blueprints for that and make Wild Snake. But I'm not that good at Unreal Engine 4.
yeah.
Right now I'm just following a tutorial series on how to make a 2D side scroller, and sort of learning along the way.
I mean, honestly, if someone did make it in, I wouldn't say Unreal Engine, but, you know, did make an HD remake that has multiplayer, that has all these things, right? A modern Wild Snake. I would pay money for that. I wouldn't go above $20, but I would pay money for that.
I would pay full price $60 for an HD Wild Snake.
You sound pretty confident.
Yes, I am.
You really want Wild Snake?
Yes.
I do too. I mean, how
Maybe you
how often have you played the game? Just like not for a meme, but like legitimately played it. I'm just curious.
I've played it quite a few times, just actually playing it.
Because I've
like-
legitimately played it.
Like, it's not one of the games like I'll go out of my way to play. It's just sort of like, I haven't played Wild Snake in a while. I guess I'll play some of that.
Yeah.
But like, it'd be cool if like in an HD Wild Snake, like they could introduce some sort of like Tetris mechanics where like you could hold a snake, and like you could maybe, I don't know how like hard dropping a snake would work.
I'm not sure. Well, so I don't know. I feel like Wild Snake right now, I honestly think it's perfect as it is. Like, I understand what you're talking about, like holding and stuff, but I feel like that just kind of, it's an unnecessary feature.
Well, that's how a lot of people thought of classic Tetris. Because if you play like NES Game Boy Tetris and compare it to modern Tetris, it's fairly different.
Well,
Like-
yeah, a little bit. I mean, there's the holding, hard dropping. Yeah, I understand what you mean.
Yes, but I mean, like, also, like, in sort of the physics of how things work. Like, in modern Tetris, if you, like, let's say you're, like, near the top of the screen. This is just a somewhat bad example, but let's say you have, like, you're near the top of the screen, and you have a piece coming down, and, like, you have to move it out of the way, or else you're just gonna lose the game. You can like slide it around the like floor or the pieces without it landing for like a few seconds. In classic Tetris, it pretty much lands as soon as it touches
On
the
contact,
ground.
it's just done. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like,
But I don't know what you would do for Wild Snake to like make it better. I can't think of anything wrong with it.
I don't know. I would like. So first of all, for the whole, if you were gonna have like holding and stuff, I would want to like make it so you could only hold like most snakes, but like the giant purple snake that you can't move and it just goes straight through everything, I don't think you should be able to hold that. Like, make that a rare occurrence. That, you know.
Yeah.
What were we talking about before Wild Snake?
I don't remember.
I think Smash Brothers or something?
Yeah, it was Smash Brothers, and somehow we went to Wild Snake.
Yeah, I don't know. But, okay, Smash Brothers. So...
Oh, we were talking about leaks, and it somehow got to Wild Snake. So off of leaks, what are you excited for in Smash Brothers? Like, what part of it are you actually hyped for compared to the old one?
Just everything.
You make this difficult, TA. But I don't know, like...
Just, okay, so first of all, Smash 4, or Smash for Wii U 3DS, it's fine. It's not, I don't think it's the best Smash Brothers game, though.
I haven't played anything past, what was the one on the Wii?
Brawl?
Yeah, I haven't played anything past Brawl.
Yeah, a lot of people did not like Brawl because of how much Sakurai made it, like, for beginners, and, like, added the most controversial addition to any Smash Brothers game, tripping, where your character will randomly trip when dashing.
Wait, that's a feature?
Yep.
Holy shit, that explains a lot. I can remember so many times I went to do something, but it didn't happen.
Yep.
Huh, realism.
Yep, and a lot of people didn't like that because...
that's just RNG. Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah,
that's a bad feature.
I don't really follow much esports. The only one I sort of follow is Smash Brothers, and even then I don't follow much of it. But maybe this is the same for other
Just bump the mic.
esports, where it's like they want more skill over luck. Like, way more. Like, to the point where, like, certain characters that are more, like, random will be banned in tournament play.
Yeah, that's like, randomness provides the tension and the chance, but skill is what the players want.
Yeah.
So, RNG really it just makes it more like it's anyone's game. And that's almost a good thing and a bad thing in most cases.
So, like, imagine going from Melee, the most competitive Smash game to date. It's the most, I think most people consider it the best Smash Brothers game. I don't think so. It's probably, like,
everyone considers the first the best, you know what I mean?
Not really. I've seen more people say Melee is the best than 64. I've seen rarely any people say 64 is the best.
Okay, I wasn't counting 64 as the first for some reason.
Okay.
But you know, like the original, like the upgraded.
Yeah.
We have Nintendo 64, then we have whatever's upgraded, which is the GameCube Melee.
Yeah. But, like, so, yeah. So Melee, most competitive Smash game, mostly because it was very rushed. It was made in, like, 13 months, and there's a lot of exploits in the game.
Glitches.
But, yeah.
And how does that make a game good? Why is that considered a good thing, to have bugs in your game?
I'll give you one example of an exploit type thing is wave dashing. I could not tell you how to wave dash to save my life. It's like,
great.
Gun to my head, I could not tell you how to do it, but it basically allows you by air dodging sideways and going down quickly. I think that's how it works. You can quickly dash across the stage very quickly, quicker than normal. But, like, you're constant, like, I believe when you're doing it, you're, like, in a neutral position. So you can do, like, you don't have to worry about doing, like, different directional attacks. You can just remain doing a neutral attack, I think. I'm assuming, again, I don't know anything about competitive Smash.
So it's basically like Street Fighter, where if you do the combo right, you're a winner because you're skilled. Is that kind of the whole concept? I guess that's how I would imagine it. I
much prefer Smash Brothers to any other fighting game. because it's not so much combo focus and much like I don't want to have to remember like, oh, if you do like up, left, right, down, and then punch and then kick, you'll do a super duper Hadouken punch kick. Then Smash Brothers, it's just you have directional attacks. You have your standard attacks for, you know.
That was just a really rough like comparison. Honestly, I understand what you mean.
Yeah. But like, yeah, that's one example of like a melee exploit. It's like going from that very like good competitively Smash Brothers game Melee to Brawl, where you have tripping and more random things and stuff, which is why I think Brawl has like a lot less of a competitive scene than the other games. And then Smash 4 has sort of mixed opinions. Like, I think it's fine. It's a Smash Brothers game, so it's good. But I don't know. I wouldn't consider it the best.
And why is that?
I don't know what I would.
Because I don't know much of it myself, to be honest. So you're gonna have to kind of explain it to me. Like, I don't know what I'm talking. Like, yeah.
Well,
you see what I mean?
One thing. This is sort of just. One thing is sort of the graphics. They look fine. It's the first HD Smash Brothers game, so it looks great. But like compare like stages in the Wii U version to how they look in Ultimate. It's a very big improvement. Mostly
they improved that from the Wii U? Because like
yeah,
I thought that
like,
already looked great.
Mostly from like the lighting engine and stuff, but also there's like more detail in the background and stuff. Like the like Bridge of Eldin, I think it's called, from Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, yeah, dude, I remember that. That looks amazing.
You look at the background, like it just looks like the grass plains. They look pretty plain, no pun intended. Like plain, like grass plains. You know.
Yeah, I get the joke. I never noticed that though. No, probably because I don't own it.
There's not much detail, but if you look at the screenshots from Smash Ultimate, there's so much detail. You can see like blades of grass in the distance and everything. And in Ultimate, like in the one Majora's Mask stage, Great Bay or whatever, from Melee, there's a little detail where, like, if you like pause the game in Ultimate, like. In some of the trailers, like the camera's angled and stuff, so you can see it. But you can see in the distance, like in a cave, there's a heart piece, which is actually there in the game in Majora's Mask.
I got a comparison shot. Now, obviously, listeners won't be able to see it, but I have it pulled up. But yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
both of them look great, but I see the difference.
Yeah, But, so I'd like to point out something. So the Majora's Mask stage has that little detail, but in the Breath of the Wild stage, you can see a smoke plume in the background. And I went to that location in Breath of the Wild, and there's nothing there. I wasn't expecting necessarily a campfire or anything. I was expecting maybe a chest or something. But nope, there's nothing there.
I'm sure they just put it there to look pretty, dude.
Yeah, probably, but...
It makes the most sense.
Yeah, but, although I'm kind of hoping it's probably not going to happen, that maybe after Smash Ultimate comes out, they add some kind of chest you can find at that location into Breath of the Wild. Are they going to do anything
else with Breath of the Wild? Are they going to update it? No, that's it?
I think they've completely stopped development on it because they're working on the next Zelda game.
What's that going to be like? Is it going to be linear again? Do you know?
No clue. We don't know anything about it. People are hoping that they'll recycle assets from Breath of the Wild, make a sequel, so that we don't have to wait another 5-6 years for the game to come out. Because it was like 6 years from Skyward Sword to Breath of the Wild. That's the standard development cycle of a Zelda game.
I mean, in that time, I was still playing Wind Waker over and over again. I honestly think Wind Waker is one of my favorites. I know Breath of the Wild is great, but it's just the fact that I played Wind Waker first. I remember my first playthrough of that game, I literally did nothing. I didn't advance in anything. My first playthrough was literally me just sailing across the entire map as just like naked Link. I had nothing, no gear. I was just sailing. It was the most amazing thing. You can't even do that in Breath of the Wild.
Oh, you can do that.
Well,
you can spend the whole. I've spent it took me a long time to even start going to Ganon and everything.
No, I mean without the glider, you would just run naked. Off the pad.
Yeah.
You have to get that part.
Yeah, you have to get the glider, but even in Wind Waker, you have to do the first fortress and then you get the boat, and then you have to get the sail for the boat, and then you can sail around.
I don't know. I don't feel like that's more of a movement feature though, but I understand what you mean.
And even then, in Breath of the Wild, you still have this fairly big area to explore with the Great Plateau. You can do whatever you want. I didn't even explore that much when I first did the Great Plateau. It wasn't until later I went back and I was like, oh shit, I didn't know this was here.
I'll be totally honest with you, and I'm not really ashamed to admit it, but it's just funny. I have not completed Breath of the Wild. I have not. I have still not done exploring.
Didn't you? Didn't your Simu break or something?
Yeah, I fixed it since then.
Oh.
And I've still just been walking around.
It took me a month and a half until I actually finished exploring and everything. Even then, I'll still play the game and just explore around areas I've already been to. But that's just the hugeness of the world is why it's my favorite game of all time. Because when I first played it, plus I was really excited for the game leading up to its release, and just being able once I got the paraglider, I was oh my god, there's so much to do. Everything I see, I can go to. I can go wherever I want.
Yeah.
And for the most part, I just went for the story and occasionally went off track and explored around. That's my thing. People talk about in games like Breath of the Wild, Metal Gear Solid 5, those type of games where they mention you can do so much stuff. Look at all this stuff you can do. You can approach enemies however you want. And I usually just do the same boring way every time.
I mean, Metal Gear Solid 5, there's no other option. You kill everyone and everything that moves.
Well, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how the game's supposed to be played, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's what solid snaking it means, right?
It's another weird thing to say, but I'll just say it. Oftentimes, I just have fun with the AI. I'd kill everyone except for one guy and just leave that one guy so he can just see what happens and tell his friends. I mean, I know that obviously that doesn't actually happen, but it's the thought that counts.
I wish I was smart enough to do that, or maybe dumb. It depends on your perspective. Maybe it's a dumb thing, maybe it's a smart thing, but
don't forget what you saw here today. Remember my name, Larry. I think that's what I had mine. Remember my name. I got lazy while typing it.
Remember my name, Poopy Pants 69.
Remember my name, Boss. That's my name. Don't wear it out. I don't know. I think we could stop this joke.
Remember my name. Subscribe to Dumb Animation.
Who's that?
He's a person on YouTube with 81 subscribers.
Oh shit, we're up to 81? When did that happen? Last time we were at 80.
The other day.
Oh, who's the 81st subscriber? What's his name? You don't, I have a list. Can't you check a list of your subscribers? I thought you could.
You think I have time for this? I got YouTube videos to watch.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Do you know how many Game Grumps episodes I haven't seen?
It's insane how many they pump out a day. I think that's what we could talk about for Game Grumps. I am shocked that they have the time to release 2 videos a day. I think more than that sometimes.
I think 3.
3.
They used to do like actually, I think on their About page they have their schedule. Let me find that real quick.
I find it incredible. I understand how they do their recording sessions, but the fact that they do that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I find it interesting how like they sort of keep their like recording like when they record it and when it actually goes out sort of more of a secret. Like they try not to say like when they're recording an episode.
I mean that just makes sense, really.
Well, I don't know. It seems weird to me, but like they've said enough to where I know where it takes like a week or 2 for an episode to go up.
Well, yeah, and so then like that's the whole thing too about series, right? They're not like playing in one game and then they don't really switch to another game. At least I don't think often. Like they do like 2 or 3 games at the same time.
They haven't
and
really,
they don't release it in the same way. And it makes sense to like future-proof it too.
They don't really recently like. It's sort of weird, like what like games they'll like commit and start like a whole series on. Other times it'll just be like the standard like 7 episodes and that's it.
Yeah.
So I found their About page, and so they have Game Grumps twice a day. But
yeah.
So here's the thing: they've completely like Steam Train and Grumpcade have completely disappeared from the channel. It's usually you get like
probably wasn't getting the views.
Well, no, it's because I think Ross is busy with his own stuff. He's working on this animated show.
Oh, there you go.
But
they replaced it with Power Hour, which I think is one of my favorite things that they've done.
Oh, that's great. I like their latest one where they
the Knights one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I love Game Grumps. Oh my god. When did they start?
By the way, they have 4.3 billion views.
What do you mean? On that one video?
No, on their entire
overall.
channel.
Yeah, I mean, they get just about almost like, 700,000 videos or no, views on like each and every one of their videos, and they post 2 a day. That's a lot of views. It's pretty insane. I can only imagine like how much they're making. They're probably like really secure as a company.
It's also interesting hearing about like the episodes that don't go up for one reason or another. Either they lost the footage or whatever.
I doubt that happen. They probably just say something they just can't show.
They had a guest Grumps with Rick and Morty creator Justin Roiland, but they tried to do it like 5 times, and every time the footage got corrupted. And I think I saw like a panel at like some convention. Aaron said that he swears every time Justin Roiland comes in, he like hits the editing computer with his knee. And he swears that's why the footage keeps getting corrupted.
That's possible. You could also say that they purposely don't release the footage under the guise that it gets corrupted just because of Justin Roiland's personality. I think if I recall, he gets really political sometimes.
I don't know.
Just a conspiracy theory that I throw out for no reason. There you go.
I don't know. Have you watched Dan Harmon's guest Grumps? He's the co-creator of Rick and Morty.
Wait, I actually think I did. It was a while ago, though.
It's great. He also had a part in the YouTube Red show.
I didn't watch the YouTube Red show.
Is
it worth the money?
I liked it.
Is it still going?
I don't know if they're going to do season 2. I don't.
Summarize it for me, as someone who knows nothing about it. Right.
So Dan and Aaron play these characters who are starting an esports team for like this sort of like League of Legends type game, and but they all kind of are not very good.
Oh, so this is like, is this a show with a plot?
Yeah.
So this isn't just like Game Grumps, we play games and you watch. This is like an actual
it's a
scripted.
Story. They went to acting classes, and let me tell you, if you, because as far as I know, you don't like regularly watch like new Game Grumps episodes. You sort of just catch up every now and then. You watch some of the older series, and then sometimes, So if you watch like there was like a good time during the filming of their YouTube Red series where they just sound tired, very very tired from filming all day, and like.
Did it ruin it, or was it?
No, it was great. My favorite Game Grumps quote came from an episode where they were talking about filming the show, and I have seen like anytime I quote this, no one has any idea what this is, but like the scene where Dan their characters say like Dad says something to Aaron. It's like, "Wow, man, you really got inside her head," or something like that. And then Aaron just turns to him and goes, "Suck my fucking dick, dude." And like they just hear like this is outside, and they can hear in the distance. Because they have microphones and they have people listening.
Yeah, they have background.
And they can just hear people laughing in the distance.
Oh, I'm sure, dude. I'm sure they're so freaking like unscripted improv. That's the word.
I wish that was the actual line in the show, though.
Can you send me a link to that?
I don't know what episode they said. Do you mean like the YouTube Red series or
just what you just talked about?
I don't know which one it was. I'll just search Game Grumps suck my fucking dick, dude.
Yeah, I wanna put that out on the podcast because I want to hear it, and I guess everyone else wants to hear it now. Or you can just Google it. I mean, it's that easy.
Okay, so the first result is from part 36 of Breath of the Wild, and it's a 16.5-minute video.
Yeah, I don't think that's it. You're mupping the mic, by the way, just so you know.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Just my desk's shaking.
Yeah. My ears are shaking from how fucking loud it is.
Okay, I can't find it. It's not here. Wait. Nope, can't find it. I did find this though. That's a good one.
My dick's falling off.
Yep.
Should I watch it now?
Sure.
Okay. Let me get the audio. I'm trying to find it. There we go.
Did we start the episode?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
Ow! 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 Ow!
How long is this? So it's a minute.
What was it?
Oh! My dick's falling off! Oh, no! That one doesn't count! That one doesn't count!
It fucking absolutely counts.
Don't you fucking dare do that shit to me! You fucking freak! You're a freak! Oh! Oh!
God, I love how
all right,
random
let's say
they are
4
sometimes.
All right.
That's from I believe that Mario Maker.
3. Nothing.
Like on the
Nothing. This is
20th
nothing.
try.
Nothing. Don't believe me? Look at my resume. 30 years experience and check it off. No.
Last
Yeah,
one.
I'm looking at the
Question my shit.
Wild.
Oh,
I'm not done with it yet. Hold on.
Oh, it's starting to hurt. Like it hurts when I eat Taco Bell too much late at night, and I wake up in the middle of the night and have to vom.
Stop playing.
Ha!
Next time on Game Grumps.
Oh, it's Mario Maker. God, I love Mario Maker episodes. All right, so what were you saying?
So I'm looking at the Breath of the Wild episode where the line might be in.
You should find it first and let me know. Get back to me.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no comments about it.
I'm sure you'll find it eventually, and when you do, we'll play it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Maybe. I don't know. Let's see here. There's just
You should have saved it when you found it. Jesus.
Well, I figured it'd be one of those moments where people re-upload it as a clip on YouTube everywhere, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but look what happened. It didn't.
Yep.
I feel like we were still talking about Smash before I went off on Game Grumps.
Yep, we were probably.
You want to keep going on that, or we could just switch permanently?
I don't know.
How many more topics do you got on your list?
I feel like we started like we talked about Wild Stick, then we started talking about getting back on topic to leaks in Smash Brothers, and then from that we went on to Game Grumps somehow.
Yeah, pretty much. How many other things do you have on your list that we haven't went over yet? How many? Enough to like keep going?
I got written down. Okay, so you were saying in one of your recent streams, I think it was the birthday stream you did, where you said that my microphone wasn't that bad.
It actually isn't, no.
Then how do you explain a few months ago when you were talking about how bad it was and comparing, like like I got Wild Snake video to this?
Well, most of it is played up for a joke.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hence the reason I played white noise at like -5 decibels.
Mm-hmm.
And like, switch to my headset mic. This is kind of the same as a joke. You know what that is, DA?
Nope.
Oh, damn. I mean, okay, honestly, so when I think of a good microphone, it will sound clear, as in you can understand what they're saying, and it won't pick up too much background noise. Now, you do have that background noise. Whenever you talk, I hear that ree.
Yep.
But it sounds clear.
I don't know if it's my air conditioner or my computer fan.
It's most definitely your computer fan.
Well, I don't know how to fix that.
Turn the computer off.
That's a good point. Hang on 1 second.
Oh, no. I mean, I don't know. I would say your microphone is to the point where it's like good enough.
Yeah.
You're not going to get too much better.
In my opinion, a good microphone is just, again, this is very unrealistic expectations, but just 1-to-1 exact to what the human ear hears.
Yeah, that's all I want. That's all I need. Not much, just like an exact replica of what my voice is. Just saying, convert those electronic signals back into my voice, please.
Yep.
Please.
Also
Yeah.
make sure everyone listening has good headphones or speakers.
Yeah. Please. That's all I want. I mean, I don't know what you'd upgrade from. Personally, I mean, I've thought about upgrading my mic, and I've been able to, but I haven't. Mostly because it's like, it works, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would you change it out? Unless it's garbage, like, my headset mic was. I don't think there would be a reason to change it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, you haven't gone through the whole process I did for, like, audio editing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the whole audio effects.
By the way, how long have we been doing this for yet?
What do you mean, this podcast?
Yeah.
1
I'm
hour,
just curious.
23 minutes, 38 seconds. And that's
Feels
the
like
recording. The stream has been going for 127.
Feels like we've only been here for like I don't know, 30 minutes. It doesn't feel like an hour.
Oh, I know it. It's because we're talking about interesting things.
Yep. Let's see, what else? Okay, here we go. Hey agent, why do you suck dick?
Well, it's just the duck was it was there. Okay, I didn't mean to get it all over.
Is this where fum ducks come from?
No, that's I'm talking about cum ducks, but
Oh, okay. That's what this podcast should have been called.
We should
upload it exclusively to Pornhub.
Just a video of me jizzing on ducks. Yeah, I feel like we should change the subject before PETA comes out. And I don't mean like they come on us. I don't mean PETA like come. I mean, can we change the subject?
This transitions great into my another note I hear have yes thing I said in the you said okay, give me 5, I'm a coming.
Yeah, I am a coming.
So when I hear that, you might think jizz, but I'm just picturing you in a dark hallway with a knife, like I'm a coming for you.
You know what, D? I'll be honest with you. If you go close into the microphone, it sounds pretty good.
Like this?
Yeah, it peaks a little, but.
Well, I have to bend over for the. Don't take that out of context.
I mean, honestly, I don't know how much. I can send you the discount microphone boom that I got, but they are very important for a microphone setup. I'll tell you right now. You could put it right up to your face like I do. It'd be nice. It'd sound better, and you would get less background noise.
Probably.
Yeah, definitely. But honestly, like I said, like it sounds fine as it is.
Yep.
There is that whole thing where it changes your voice though, because like you don't sound like that. That's the weirdest part. If I hear like a different video, it's bizarre.
I have a note here about the 3DS. So, I'd like to mention. So, I have 2 3DS. I have
of course
I have the original, and I have a new 3DS XL, and so I could easily play any new 3DS game, but to me, like the 3DS feels fine if I'm playing for like a minute or two, but like if I'm playing a game that is longer, it starts to feel uncomfortable
You're
after
talking
a
about
long
using
time.
3D mode?
No, just holding it.
Oh.
Like I don't know if I just have big hands or something. But like the Switch feels more comfortable. And actually, originally the Switch in handheld mode, I did not feel uncomfortable at all. But I recently got this sort of grip case. Hang on, I have my webcam. I can show it. Hang on, 1 second. Just give me a second. I'm reeling in my webcam. Alright,
Hold on, you gotta give me a second to like pull this up though. So hold on, and you're on.
Well, hey, it's just it just it feels good. It feels better than how it normally does.
I mean, I know what you mean.
Okay, so what type of 3DS do you have?
I only got one, and it's the XL. And in my personal opinion, after trying out the normal one, the XL is basically the best way to play it.
Yeah. Hang on. So here's my 3DS XL.
Well, I gotta put the camera back.
Here's my hand for comparison.
The
Hey,
stream
there's
can't
my
see this
face.
part.
Hey, you should subscribe to Dumb Animations. There's my face.
Obviously, the listeners can't see this, but you know, so whatever. Screw it. Do a live.
Please explain everything I'm doing for the people who are blind.
Right. You're not doing anything at the moment.
So, yeah, there's my hand for comparison.
He's just showing off his 3DS, by the
Yep.
way. Just so
Look
we're
at this.
clear.
It's a Super Nintendo one, which is new.
And he
bought
has a
this
Super
recently.
Nintendo screen on it, like a skin.
I bought this recently. I
Did you buy it
got it.
recently? You said it 3 times.
I bought.
Did you buy it recently, GA?
As a matter of fact, Agent, I did buy it recently.
Hey, AJ, hey, I bought it recently.
But like,
Sorry. Oh, God.
why is that so funny?
It's just the fact that you said it so enthusiastically multiple times, like it was His brand spanking new, like, dude, I bought it recently. No, dude, I bought it recently.
But
Okay.
what I mean by that is I bought it after I bought a Switch.
That's recently, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
I mean, I see yours has that fancy little, like on the top right-ish, has that fancy little knob.
Yep.
Is that what that is? It's like, I
Yeah.
think it's the D-pad.
What?
I don't-
Hang on. I'm trying to do this one hand.
What are you
What,
doing?
this little thing? This
There you
little thing right there?
Yeah, that.
No, that's a second control stick.
Oh, okay. I don't know why it's there.
For games that need a second control stick, because hang on, I think I don't need my webcam on anymore.
No.
But so if you like, there was this accessory for the original 3DS and the 3DS XL where it added extra shoulder buttons and a second control stick, so that games would have more inputs. It was used for, like, I think Metal Gear Solid 3 was on the 3DS and it required that. So Nintendo decided to just make the new 3DS and include extra shoulder buttons and a second control stick, which is just a little nub instead of the I think it was called the Circle Pad Pro was the accessory where it was
Circle
just a,
Pad Pro.
yes. It was
Nice.
just a second. It was just a second, like, circle stick. You know, the standard analog stick for the 3DS.
Yeah.
But on the right. Instead, Nintendo just did a little nub, and it feels weird. I haven't played any game that really requires it though yet.
I think my brother might have a 3DS with that. He got 2 3DSs for some fucking reason.
Well, 3DS is the type of system where you have a million of them for no reason.
I know, but he has an XL and then the same exact XL, but it's newer, so it just has the nub. I'm not sure what the difference is.
Well, you see, certain games will only work on the new. Also, the new has, like, more power than the original, I think.
What
Slightly
games require
more.
the new one? Like the new Pokemons?
No.
No.
Well, it would run better on the new, but
Sure.
I think, like, the only thing that really comes to mind is, like, the Metal Gear Solid 3 and Minecraft.
And he has neither for the 3DS. So it's like, I don't know why he bought it, but whatever.
It's just nice in case you do come across a game that does need that.
Yeah.
You don't
guess
have to
so.
buy another accessory or an entirely new system.
Honestly, I think I've really only used my 3DS for Animal Crossing and Mario Kart within the past 2 years. I personally got sick of just playing.
That was for
3DS
like
games.
the first few years I had my 3DS. That was all I used it for, minus the Mario Kart, because I don't have Mario Kart on the 3DS. But I played the shit, crap, poop, other words for, feces out of Animal Crossing.
Yeah. I don't know. I just can't see myself playing games on it. Like legitimate games. Like you put your time into it to complete it. I just can't see myself doing that on the DS anymore. I don't know why. I did it on the old one, not the new one.
I have no reason to, since I have a Switch, but
Right.
again, also it feels uncomfortable after a certain amount of time.
I mean, since I have an Xbox controller with my emulator, it's nice. Although, fucking hell, hold on. I need to, take my controller here so I can explain this. So on the Switch, you have your A, B, X, Y buttons.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how exactly it went, but for some fucking reason, we have different button configurations. I think for you,
On
the
the
B,
Xbox?
yeah. So for me, A is
I
on the
think
bottom.
I think it was just something where, okay, so Sony was the first to have the main action button on the bottom, I think. The basic A button, except it's an X. Although, I'm not sure how true that is, because Metal Gear Solid Use Circle has the A button. But anyways, it's let's say for the sake of argument that Sony was the first to do that, and then Microsoft made the Xbox. Although, actually, hang on, let me just look up the original Xbox controller real quick.
Yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. Hold on, I'll just pull up a picture as well, I guess. But the A is on the bottom. It's basically the opposite of what the Wii is, or the Switch, whatever.
Yeah.
So I will say, just to finish my point, is that playing Breath of the Wild, obviously it was meant for like a Wii. So I'm playing it with an Xbox controller. So learning the buttons was so hard.
You want to know how I easily like switch between the two in my mind?
How, DA?
So like before I actually start playing, like I'll just press the buttons in like alphabetical order and repeat in my head A, B, X, Y as I'm pressing them over and over again, and it gets ingrained into my mind enough to where I won't get them confused.
For me, it was just, instead of X, I associate it with just hitting the button on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of Y, hitting the button on the top. Except since it's Breath of the Wild, it's actually the opposite.
Nintendo is sort of doing a thing like that for the Switch, since you can have the Joy-Cons on their side.
Right.
In which case, the right Joy-Con, A, becomes on the bottom, so they just say press the right button.
Yeah. If they labeled it like that, because I had the Wii U version emulated, because that's all I got. But I'm sure if I had the Switch version, it would have been way easier to figure out. But
like even if I'm, like I'll just repeat it in my head, even if I'm like using like a PS4 controller on an emulator for like a Nintendo console. I'll just do the opposite. I'll do, instead of how it actually is, I'll do circle the X and all that.
Yeah.
The Nintendo way. But yeah. By the way, how did we get on this topic?
No idea. We're just going.
Yeah, let's just
talking about
also,
3DSs.
Yeah. I was when I tried to emulate Breath of the Wild, what I did is you can get a mod where it just replaces the button like pop-ups with the PlayStation 4 controller.
Wait, what?
Buttons.
You've actually got it to work? You never told me this.
Well, work is a bit of an overstatement.
Overstatement? I think you mean understatement.
Sure.
Wait, no, I think it's overstatement. Yeah, it's overstatement. You're right.
Maybe.
I'm 1 a.m. retarded right now.
Yep. But yeah. Like it would lag a lot, but yeah, just I'm sure if they have it for PlayStation, they probably have it for Xbox, so you can probably just find it easily.
Sure. Although I think PlayStation and Xbox have the same configuration there.
Yeah, but they're different buttons. On the PlayStation, you don't have A, B, X, Y. You have X, circle,
Hold on, back it up. You're
square, triangle.
You're not saying Breath of the Wild is for PlayStation. What?
Could you repeat that again? You kind of bugged out there.
Did I bug out?
Yeah.
Did you mention Breath of the Wild was for the PlayStation, or were you saying something else?
No, I was saying I installed a mod for the emulated.
Oh, so it was just someone made it. Gotcha.
Yeah.
In case someone was using a PlayStation controller. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I understand.
So again, yeah, you could probably just find a mod.
Yeah.
That does it for Xbox.
I never thought about. I've never modded the game. I haven't done that.
That's the farthest I've gotten. Anytime I tried to get any like player model replacement for Link to turn Link into Minecraft Steve, it crashes the game.
Yeah, it sounds reasonable.
There's all kinds of great Breath of the Wild mods. There's a mod that those I don't know if you've encountered these.
You're bumping the mic.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The giant Cyclops creatures.
Yeah, I forget the name. Hylianox, right?
Hinox.
Hinox. There you go.
I
remember.
There's a mod that.
Oh, Uh-oh. Stream's good. Okay. I think DA lost connection, or maybe it was me. I think my connection's good. Whoops. Technical difficulties. Oh, you can hear me. Okay, so DA can hear me, but I can't hear him. Your voice just completely cut out, brother. I have no idea. Rejoin the call? I'll restart it real quick. End it. Leave the call. I might have to restart Discord. Hello, hello? Make sure your mic's plugged in. I'm gonna restart Discord completely. Oh boy. The joy of technical difficulties. Half the reason I didn't want to use Discord, by the way. Just because of this. Although I'm sure it could happen on any program, to be honest. There we go. Don't know why it opened there. Yep, we're good. Yeah, it's fixed.
Okay.
That was weird.
Weird for a second.
If you listen to the stream, you literally just cut out for no reason. Alright, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
There's a mod that makes the Hinox in Breath of the Wild and turns them into Shrek.
Oh, I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah. And there's also, know about the giant horse in the game?
Yeah, I actually have it.
There's a mod that turns that into Thomas the Tank Engine.
That's awesome.
There's all kinds of player model, like Link model swaps. You can turn Link into Goku. You can turn him into Minecraft Steve, like I already said.
You're still scratching the mic. It's like moving around. Make sure it's taped.
I'm sorry. I keep putting my arms on the desk and it keeps wobbling.
Yeah. It's very loud.
And let me think. What other mods are there? There's one mod where you probably don't know, but in Super Mario Odyssey, how Mario can throw his cap and he has eyes and he's a character named Cappy.
Yes.
There's a mod that replaces one of the boomerangs in Breath of the Wild with Cappy. You can throw them, come back.
It's all these mods for the Wild. They all seem like just memes. I'd love to see some real mods. Like I'm talking like actual cool real mods.
There's one channel that I watch, makes a lot of Super Mario 64 hacks, and Sai knows him for his Mario 64 hacks. But he held this sort of event live stream thing called F3. It's the fan game and hack equivalent of E3.
Okay.
And there was a trailer for a it looked very much like Breath of the Wild. It's like, wait a second. Did someone actually crack modding for Breath of the Wild? Did someone actually figure out how to make a mod that doesn't just replace something already in the game with something else? This looks amazing! And then it showed, like, DLC Pack X, the Champion's Bell or something like that. It has a giant bell, and it's a giant cool shrine. It looks really cool, and it says, coming soon to VR chat.
Wow. That is insulting.
Yep. And it's because I was watching this live, or I wasn't watching. I don't think it was live. I was watching after it happened with Sai on like Watch Together, or some website where you can watch YouTube videos with someone else.
Yeah, and play.
And yep. and so it got to that part. I was like, "Oh my god, this looks amazing!" And then when it said for VR chat, I was real mad for a while.
I mean, I'm sure.
Like, before that, the closest I had seen to like actually making a really cool like addition to Breath of the Wild was like these concept images for like a multiplayer mod.
Oh god, that'd be amazing. I don't know why that's not already a thing. Multiplayer.
Well, let me tell you something. First of all, people thought that, it was an actual mod, but very experimental. But no, they're just mock-up images that are very well made, where it shows two links, and like one link is on a horse, and the other link's trying to get on it, but it says you cannot ride this horse or something like that because another player's on it.
Yeah.
And it looked real cool, and there was like other things where like some like additions where like Dark Link would randomly attack you or something like that, but they were all like not in game. And the way the concept images would work is you would just have two Seamoos running at the same time, because that's gonna be great on your computer.
Yeah, no thanks. I mean, I'd do it, but I would play multiplayer in 30 FPS. That's probably why they didn't do multiplayer, just because it would be too taxing on the system. If I recall, I don't think Breath of the Wild ran well even on the Switch. I know it ran horribly on the Wii U.
ran fine. I'd say it ran okay on both systems.
All right, you're saying that to someone where like 60 FPS is the gold standard.
Okay,
What's it like?
It ran terribly.
Yeah. Like, I'm talking, like, if it's not a stable 40 FPS, what even is this shit?
No, you would not be able to stand it.
No. That's why I like emulating it so much, because it runs so smooth. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
That's good stuff.
I don't have as good as the computer.
That's right.
I don't want, and I already have the game on Switch. I don't want to pay money to upgrade my computer just so I can emulate a game I already have. It can play perfectly fine.
Yeah.
If I wanted to mod Breath of the Wild, I could just hack my Switch and probably get my account banned. But
Would you get banned for that?
Oh yeah, they've been banning people hacking their Switches for a while. They've been able to make it so that the physical cartridge that you own will not work on any other Switch.
Wow, that's impressive, Nintendo.
I have no idea how that's possible.
Oh, well, I mean,
But they
I'm
can
sure,
do
like,
it.
with all this modern technology, it's pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
That must mean they must have planned ahead for this sort of thing, though. Which is kind of scary when you think about it, how aware they are
Not
of, like, the
completely,
culture.
because, well, the system itself is like very easy to hack, as from what I've seen. Like, from what I've seen, all you have to do to open the floodgates to whatever homebrew software you want download, you just put a little like tinfoil thing in one of the sides of the console.
That's interesting.
It just blocks like one of the pins for like the Joy-Con, so that it lets it all in, and it's all through the micro SD card you put into the Switch to expand its memory or whatever. Never tried it. Probably never will, because again, I don't want my account banned.
Yeah, that's probably not a good thing, especially with online now, and you have to pay to be online and all that.
Oh, there's tons of hackers on like Splatoon and stuff like that in Mario Kart.
Really? Is it really
Yeah.
bad? Like, is it unplayable?
I don't know. I haven't really tried Splatoon since this whole thing started, but from what I've heard, it gets bad. Like, okay, so the whole point of Splatoon is to cover the entire map with whatever color ink your team is.
Yeah.
I've seen footage of just the game begins and it's instantly the opposite team's color.
Oh, that's not even fun hacking. Come on. Just winning.
Yeah. And actually, people have actually hacked their Switch to tell Nintendo to add in, like, the ability to, like, report hackers. They've made it so that they're the top players, and it's just, like, 5 accounts that all together say, like, please add a report feature.
And people get clever, man.
Yep. But I don't think... I think Nintendo has sort of silently, like, pushed out another line of Switches that are more resistant to that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I still see it a lot.
I'm sure it's always going to be a problem. Hacking is always a problem, but I didn't think it'd be so much of an issue.
I assume that's also why there's no web browser on the Switch yet, because on the Wii U, people were very easily able to go on whatever website and just download whatever software directly to the console. And there's already a way to go on like some form of web browser by like changing some of your internet settings, and people have already used that for homebrewing purposes.
On the Switch?
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah. I was gonna look something up on Google Images. I have no idea what it was.
Tinfoil in the thing?
Probably sure.
On a less related note, what are we talking about? You know what?
What?
Your penis.
Oh, that.
Yeah. It's probably not even an interesting story.
General.
I mean, the story. Or you could just talk about your penis. I mean, It's content. Not your penis, though. I don't think your penis is large enough.
It has blood. It has blood inside of it, like most things.
Yes.
I don't know.
You're bumping your mic again.
Sorry, I keep forgetting. I'm used to having my arm resting on the desk.
I know. You really need a boom mount. Keep going, though.
Yeah. So, I don't know if I should tell it now.
I mean, you can tell it whenever. We are 150 in.
Alright, I guess I'll tell it now. So, this was a few years ago, on July 4th, I believe. I can't remember exactly what year, maybe like 2016, 2015, maybe. And I was at my grandparents' house, and they were having people over, a couple of some of my friends, and some people were like playing with like some like beanbag like game something, and like one, I don't know how, but one of them was thrown at me, and it landed right on my dick, and it hurt.
Were you naked?
No, I was wearing shorts, and
So it
like,
just hit your balls.
yeah,
Okay.
and it hurt, and then some time passes, and I was hanging out with this one girl who I still know to this day. I'm not gonna say her name
Of course not.
for obvious reasons.
You can make an alias if you need to.
I
Call her Bobby.
I assume.
Call her Bobby.
I assume she has forgotten about this. And I hope so too.
Yeah.
But I hope that she never finds this.
Yeah, Bobby, remember.
Yeah, Bobby. So me. I'm not gonna use that name.
No, come on. I want a clip of you saying, "Well, Bobby touched my dick." I love this. All right.
Well,
Tell your
now
story.
I could have a clip of you saying that.
That's right, but at least I would admit it.
But okay, so like we were sitting out front, and like God, I can't remember, but like at some point she like, I assume it was because she saw the beanbag hit, and then like maybe she wanted to like comfort me or something like that. So she instinctively grabbed down and touched my dick, but I instinctively pulled away, because I wasn't expecting that.
You might have just missed out on a hand job, good sir.
I know, and like looking back, I'm like, God damn it, I could have got a hand job.
I mean, there's no logical reason other than a sexual advance, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't look at a man's dick and touch it saying, "Oh, I hope you feel better. Is your dick okay?" All right. I never went out and touched another guy's dick with the intention like, "Oh man, I hope it's okay. I hope it's all right. Is it bruised? Is it bleeding? Wait, what the fuck? It's bleeding. Are you on your period?" Well, I don't know, but I don't know.
You mentioning explaining gave me like the Doki Doki Literature Club.
Which part of it specifically?
You know which part.
Gotta be good. Oh no, I'm done. Nope, we're changing subjects. That fucking game. Have you watched any of the? I sent you all the episodes.
I haven't yet.
I think everyone except for the first one, which I do believe is still on my computer. I'm not sure if I uploaded it.
Yeah,
I honestly think I might want to just keep that. Like, you know how Twitch is that uploads feature? I might just upload that. Just because I find them so entertaining.
You should. God, they were great. That was like the best.
It was awesome, even though you watched like the first two and that was it.
I watched like the first three, I think. And then every time you got like one stream, you got so. First of all, anyone watching, spoiler alert for Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah, there you go.
Um,
I'll make
I
a
was-
timestamp to skip, but for now,
no, you won't. But
yeah, it'll probably be in the description if I'm not lazy enough to do it. If it's not there, I mean, fuck you. I don't give me that shit. No, I don't give me that.
So-
Look. Stop. Don't look at me like that. All right, you go. Yeah. Skip in the
Still
description. Keep
I'm
going.
still looking at you like that.
Skip in the description. Go ahead, DA.
So every time, like,
Hold on,
at
wait,
the
hold on,
end-
wait, hold on. I'm sorry, hold on. Wait for it. Spoiler alert. Okay, we're good.
So every time at the end of one of your streams, I was like, God damn it, you're so close to Sayori killing herself. Come on, just a bit longer, please.
You know, okay, I know I might have mentioned this before. I told Noah this a lot. But I find it fucking hilarious how we ended up calling Sayori Sanic. Just because gotta go fast, and she was the first one to die. I just think that's so funny.
And I said when you were getting close, I was like, might want to change that voice.
Hi, I'm Sonic, and I killed myself.
Yeah. Also, one thing, I don't know if Noah ever told you this or if you ever saw this, but in the game's files, there's a characters folder, and inside the folders are files of the character's name.
Yeah.
And when Sayori dies, her file gets deleted.
Yeah, no, don't worry. Noah was, I think still is, totally just hooked? I don't know. Obsessed with the game. So I pretty much know everything about it now.
Well, as I said in the chat of one of the streams, I would sex with any of the girls.
It's a great stream, man. I love that so much.
Let's see. So
Well, we talked
Now
about your
we've-
dick.
now that we've got the, as Rapnot called it, the dick situation under control.
What you mean, dickuation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Hey, Agent, why do you suck dick?
Well,
Moving on. Okay, so we have, this is the last thing I have on my notes, I think.
wait, really? Here, go through everything real quick. Double check.
Let's see. We have shitting, forgetting that people are watching, the Flash masturbating in public, aliens Earth made mostly of water, 3DS uncomfortable, Game Grumps, Nintendo Switch Online, I've had someone touch my dick before, Hey Agent, why do you suck dick, new dumb animation, shit microphone, Spider-Man PS4, excited for something time slows or whatever. Okay, give me 5, I'm a-coming.
Wow.
Yeah, I have
That's-
one thing left.
That's an extensive list.
It's just sort of an interesting thing. I feel like, I don't know if you've noticed this. Maybe not, but
Maybe.
whenever I'm, like, talking about something, and I'm talking about how I feel about something, it's like, my brain, I feel like, my brain, like, every hour, my brain switches its view of the world. Like, one moment, I'll be just very optimistic, just, you know, everything's fine, the world's fine, everything's gonna be okay. And the next hour, I'm gonna be like, everything's depressing, death is imminent, everyone's gonna die, I want to die.
I think it's called autism, but whatever you want to call it.
I honestly don't know if I have autism. Like, the first time, like, I thought, like, do I have autism was when, like, you know, back when, you know, I did most Joshua Bump videos.
Yeah.
I saw this one comment where it was just asking, do I have autism? And I was thinking, like, should I reply, I don't know, because I don't know. I was thinking, like, I don't know.
Huh.
I'm not sure.
Oh, shit, wait. You might be onto something.
Like, I actually, at one point, was thinking about making, like, a reading your comments video, but it was, like, completely in a text-to-speech voice.
So, like, basically any reading your comments video?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And, like, my answer for that comment was just, like, yes, I mean, no, I mean, I don't know. That was basically it.
Yeah, it
I
sounds
never
like a good
finished the
answer.
video.
Do you still
well, I
have
don't know. Probably not.
it? Oh.
I'd probably put it in the incinerator with all the rest of my stuff, but of course, Sai has found a lot of that, and there's one particular video I could think of I should probably set on private so he can never watch it again.
And what video is that, DA? Mind sharing? Huh?
No.
What is it? I'll ask Sai. He'll
Sai,
tell me.
Well, Sai requested it during, like, your last stream or whatever, and I was saying, like, no, skip, please. I should probably privatize it, like, right now, so that you don't have a chance to ask him, then he doesn't have a chance to give it to you. Although, knowing him, he might have it downloaded.
Oh, he probably does.
I know he has some of my, like when I was 8 years old, like, YouTube videos downloaded in case I ever got rid of them.
That's
Just gonna real quick privatize a video real quick.
I wonder, did he manage to find any of my old Minecraft videos I made as a little kid?
I haven't seen him find any. Like,
I know you found my
occasionally-
channel, but I don't know if you found the videos.
I have not, because I think they're all, like, unlisted or privated or something.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
I don't know.
I did put them on private. 46 subscribers. My channel. I have a surprisingly large amount of videos.
Yep.
I wish I could check the number. A lot, though. One of these, I think one of my videos has 10K views. Which I think is more than my Twitch, actually. Hold on, let me check. What am I up to on Twitch? I don't know where you find that, actually.
I have located the video, and I am about to make it private.
Oh, that's sad.
This will hope if he has it
1,400.
downloaded, I swear.
That's it, 1,400.
Well, I almost made it public.
I doubt anybody would find it on your Joshua Bump channel. Oh, this is back when I liked RoboCraft. Shit.
It has now been hopefully privated. And so that I know he has a playlist of my old videos.
Oh, check this out.
So it shouldn't work now.
Good stuff. DA, how long do you think it's been?
I'm gonna say 2 hours at least.
Yeah, probably because I said it before, but we are up to 2 hours. We made it.
Yep. We can do whatever we want now. No one would dare watch this far in.
I mean, yeah, we've gone through the list. We did our 2 hours, which I think is like, I think at this point we're standardizing it to 2 hours. I mean, the last one was 2 hours. Now this one's 2 hours. And I think the next one I do with Rap Knock 2.0 will be probably around 2 hours.
Yeah, probably. I don't know if I'll stay up for that one.
I'm not sure if that'll be a decent time. It might not be. I actually think, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't want to be doing these podcasts this late all the time. I definitely want to be doing some of them when I could be streaming. I'll just do the podcast instead. But the big problem with that is just I have less freedom of talking about what I want because people can still hear me.
By the way, just curious, real quick, because you seemingly decided to not acknowledge it at all. What's chat been like this whole time?
Oh, nothing. I think one or two people have come in saying hi, but I honestly don't think.
Left.
Yeah, this is a podcast. I'm not gonna say hi. You know, I'm just gonna keep going with the show. If they have something important to say, I'll mention it. But I don't know. I don't think I will.
911. I need help immediately.
No, I ignore that.
Yeah, it's just.
Here's a good question. I have it pulled up on stream, and I don't know. People aren't going to see it, but like your profile picture, is that picture of like you with the pop filter in the middle.
Yep.
Why are you not using that pop filter instead of that shitty foam one that I know you have at the moment? Why do you have that?
Well, I have some unlisted videos on my Joshua Bump channel where I shows I'm using my webcam, and you can see I have like an actual like microphone stand, similar, I think, like the one you have, but.
Can you define like the one I have? Because I have like a microphone boom arm.
Well, hang on. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's not the one you have, but hang on. It's probably not. I'm probably thinking of a different one. Hang on 1 second. The microphone stand on Google Images, and let's see. Okay, hang on. I'll send you this picture. Hang on.
I'm not gonna show the stream because this is literally just a microphone boom, but that's what it is.
Let's see. This is what I had.
Oh, why aren't you using that? That's literally what I have.
It broke.
Oh
I
fuck!
broke it.
For fuck's sake, Da.
Hang on, wait. I'll
How'd
go
you-
grab it so I can show you.
How'd you
Hang
break
on.
it? All right, this is another visual aspect.
Hang on, you're gonna hear a lot of background noise. Hang on.
We actually won't because. Oh what? No, there we go. If anyone's really
Okay.
interested, there you go.
So, where's my webcam? There it is.
Are you
Okay.
ready? I have it pulled up on stream right now. So,
Hang on.
moment you turn it on, it's there.
Okay, so let me show you. So here it is.
Yeah, that's literally what I have.
You can see right here.
Same company. It's we literally have the same thing by
It's
Newer.
Right here.
So how'd you break that?
I have no clue.
What do you mean?
I can't get it. I don't remember. I can't get it back into. Also, there's a screw missing or something.
I mean, they are cheap. Just saying.
yeah, I could.
You
Just
don't
get
need a
another
good one. You just need a cheap one. It works.
It won't. No matter how hard I try, it will.
I
not
mean,
go
hell,
back.
DA, just do what I did for the joystick streams and just put a microphone on a tripod.
Yeah, it could be that.
Yeah. Oh, we should
Yeah.
turn this off. There we go.
I thought you were gonna ask when you mentioned my profile picture why it is like that. Why
Yes.
I did that.
But that answers my question, though, because you used to use it, but now you don't.
Well, that's not what I'm using it for in that picture.
Well, I know. No, I understand that. I was just wondering, so, like, if you have it, why are you using that shitty foam thing?
Yeah.
Why do you even have that? Because you can't even use it.
Well, because right now I can't really use it since my microphone's just sort of.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, why
Yeah.
did you own it? And that goes, you answered my question.
But yeah. I thought you were. Yeah, but what I thought you were gonna ask is, what's the point of the profile picture?
Oh, no, I love it. It's a great profile picture. I think for your face reveal, it should just be, like, you doing that, and then you just slowly just move it away from your face.
I recently thought of a plan for that video.
Great. It's coming up soon, DA.
Do you want me to spoil it?
Honestly, that's up to you. You could say it. Remember that it's being recorded. I don't know.
Rarely anyone's gonna see this, so I think I'm safe saying that. Well, I mean, who knows? But okay, so my plan is to just have the video start off. It's just me in front of a webcam, and I just hold up a piece of paper saying "Thanks for 100 subscribers," and that's it.
Oh.
That's it.
Okay. I mean, hey, just be generic. I
'Cause-
guess that's what you want.
thought, I've been building up this video for so long. I thought it'd be funny if just
Just make a stupid video.
it's just super anticlimactic. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for 100 subscribers. Bye.
Sure. I mean, I guess I don't know.
It's like, yeah. By the way, completely off topic, I swear. You should really help the people in the Wild Snake Discord solving my codes.
Are you still doing those?
Yep, I'm still on second DAD code because I'm lazy and keep forgetting to do codes. But now it's their fault. They're too stupid.
I mean, it's cool that you're doing that.
Yeah. Because, like, remember, we were, like, you created that one Discord server, like, I have it right here. It's one.
Yeah,
this
we
is not
had
a
we had an
server.
idea, but it
We
didn't
had
follow
an idea
through.
for a thing where once you get complete, you get a bunch of points or something.
Yeah, it'd
and-
be cool,
and
but I
never
just
did
didn't
it.
have the time to follow through and make it.
We never did it, and so I still wanted to do something like that, so I just did the DAD code.
I feel like a big thing is that we really have to get a lot of people really dedicated to solving it. It's kind of a big problem.
By the way, I just love the day when I transformed the cult into the Wild Snake Discord
That was certainly
Like-
magical.
during the ceremony in the voice call. Like, as soon as I got permissions, I was like, "All right, it's time," and then I immediately changed it all.
Fuck every one of you. This is a Wild Snake Discord. Yeah, that's great.
And then at some point, I think Danny created another Agents Worshippers Discord.
I'm not in it.
Well, I don't think you were invited. I was though,
I think he
but
made
and
that.
he gave me admin permissions.
I think he made that back in Fortnite, if I remember. When I halfway through playing Fortnite.
He made another one after I turned it into Wild Snake Discord. He made another one and invited me, and stupid decision on his part gave me admin permissions.
Right, you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Did you
I'm
make it to
repeating it.
Wild Snake? Yeah.
I and he gave Psy permissions as well.
Yeah. Did he give you admin permission?
And so, why is repeating stuff so funny?
I don't know. It's just the fact that it's like oftentimes when you're like repeating something or stutter, like you notice it, and so you're kind of like embarrassed about it, or you're like something. But the way you repeat it, you sound so enthusiastic, and it's like you're saying it for the first time over and over again. Like you even like time it for a punchline. It's just funny to have you repeat it because I know exactly what you're going to say, but you say it differently. That's what I find funny. I don't hear any noise coming out of you. Did you break again? Nah, shit. I think you broke again. DA, say something. I can't hear you. Oh boy. Lots of technical issues this time. I'll restart Discord. Try again. Once again, it opens on this window. DA, hello? I think his internet might have died. Well, I wanted to kind of close this out with him saying goodbye. But I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, yeah, looks like that's it. All right, well, thanks for watching or listening. Probably listening. This is a podcast. Appreciate you being here. Tolerating. I don't know if you actually watched this to the end, and if so, I'm proud of you. Good job. Thanks for listening through all the crap that we rambled through. I need suggestions, ideas. I don't know. For anyone that does watch this, I'd like to know, I don't know, what you think of it. I don't plan on doing a legit podcast too often. Oh, wait, is he back? No. He's not making noise. I don't know if he's back. DA, hello? I'll wait for him to say something. Anyways, I don't know. I'd like to improve this podcast as we go on. Make it a little nicer. Make it actually tolerable to listen to. Be good to know. Other than that, I don't really have an outro specifically planned for this. I guess stay tuned for next time's live broadcast of our third episode. Third official podcast recording. We'll be doing that. Supposedly, I'm assuming it will be done with Rap Knock 2.0, also known as Nocturnal, the British dude. We'll be probably talking about Escape from Tarkov soon a little bit. Something I want to talk about a lot, actually, just because I have a lot of opinions on that game. I can't really predict what else I'm doing beyond that, but episode 3, Rap Knock 2.0. So I guess stay tuned. See you, dudes. Thanks for watching. Listen, shit. Okay, I'm out. I can't say goodbye anymore. Get out of here.